Everybody, it's Dana and welcome to the Hero Arts channel today. Today we're going to be using the Together Window Fancy die. Absolutely love the design of this die. So let's go ahead and get right into the card. I have a piece of Dove White cardstock and I'm going to center this window die right into the center of that panel, and then I will go ahead and run this through my die cutting machine. Now, once I get it out of my die cutting machine, I'm going to have these diamond kind of shape, snowflake kind of shape linked hands. And I want to put some color behind those hands. So what I'm going to do is grab a pencil. And this is kind of just going to give me a guideline on where to place my color. Now, I obviously could have colored the whole background panel, but I just want the color concentrated right in the center. I do want to use an eraser and lightly take away those marks. I'm making it light enough that I can see it. You might not be able to see it, but the pencil marks are there. I just don't want them to get trapped under the ink. So I'm going to use some of my favorite hero hues, and these are the reactive inks. I'm going to use Tiffany, Lemon Drop, and Blue Raspberry. And I'm going to kind of overlap them in the area where I penciled off where I need my color to go. So I will start with the Blue Raspberry. I absolutely love this color. It's one of my favorite colors. And I'm going to start right along the top of where those pencil lines are, or where those tick marks are. With the help of the tick marks, is really going to allow me to make sure that I get these three colors within that little window area. So I'm just kind of putting down a base coat, and then I'm going to go ahead and move into that lemon drop. Now I do want the lemon drop to overlap the blue raspberry. I do want that to happen. So I'm going to make sure that I start some of that color and I also pull it into that blue color. And that's going to kind of give me a third color, which is going to be like this really pretty like greeny teal color. After looking at it, I decided I need to pull that yellow down a little bit more, so when I put in that taffy color, it's going to blend up and create an orange for me. Now I make sure I always saturate my cardstock so I really have a good amount of ink and a good amount of color, because once I glue everything down, I'm not going to have the opportunity to correct that. So anytime you're working, make sure that you build up your color enough that when you put something on top of it, you're not going to lose the intensity of the color. Now I'm going to come in with that taffy, and I'm going to bring that up from the bottom, meeting with that lemon drop. And like I said, that's going to give me a third color. It's going to give me like this gorgeous orange shade. I always make sure to go back and forth between my ink so I can get a good blend. I'm not really worried about the edges of anything because you're not going to see that. You're only going to see what is going to be in that circle or that diamond snowflake shape. So once I have all the colors down, I can grab back in my panel piece and look how beautiful that looks. I have a gorgeous little blend and a highlight right in the center of the hands. Now I want to go ahead and place in a sentiment. So for my sentiment, I'm using the Color Me Words, and I think I'm going to use this thankful right in the middle. That's small enough that it's going to be able to fit between all of my linked hands. So I'll grab my mini Misty, and then I can go ahead and get this stamped in. Now this would be a great card to turn into a shaker card as well, and add in a few gems behind the fingers. But I kind of felt like I just wanted this card to be really clean and simple. So I'll line that up, and a lot of these little sentiments work perfectly with this set because they're small enough to fit right in the center of this design. Once I have it lined up where I want it, I can go ahead and remove that top panel, and I know I'm going to be centered now in the center of all of those gorgeous linked hands. I will grab my Hero Arts black ink, and I do want to double stamp this. And the reason I want to double stamp it is because I'm working on color and I really want that black to pop. So I have a tendency to kind of double stamp my sentiments, making sure not to put too much pressure down. just so I can get a really nice bold look with my sentiments. So now all I have to do is line everything back up, and you'll see that the thankful fits perfectly right in the middle. And this is such a colorful card with using just a lot of white and just the color being centered. That's a good way to make a really pretty, clean and simple card without a lot of fuss, without a lot of coloring, is to keep the outside of the panel white and focus your color on the inside, and it will actually draw your eye towards that design. It's a really great way to really focus on something that you want on a card panel. So I use my precision glue, and all I have to do is just glue that down now. So I mean, look how pretty this is, and really it took us no time to put this card together. Now I do want to trim this down because I do want to mat this with some black cardstock. To pull in the black that I have from the sentiment, I'm going to place that black as a panel behind this. Once I have this trimmed down, I'm using the pitch black cardstock from Hero Arts. And the way I trimmed it is that I just have black coming out the side of these panels, not necessarily the top and the bottom. You'll see once I lay this down. So I'm going to go lay that on top, and you see I only have the black on the sides of the card panel. Sometimes I like to do that instead of using all of a black panel or trimming it down that I have black all the way around. I just really want the stripes on the side. And what I could have did was just cut some black thin stripes of paper, and I could have also glued those to the back. I will place this onto a card panel. Now this is an A2 cards panel, but I did trim all the pieces down, so I have a little bit left at the bottom. So I am going to grab my paper trimmer and just even that up. Just make sure to hold on to it and then press hard, and it's able to go through the 2 layers of the cardstock. Now to finish off this card, I love, love, love my Hero Hues enamel dots. So I'm just going to put a few on here, matching the colors that are actually inside that window. So I'm bringing a little bit of that color out to the white area of my card, but I'm not adding a lot of additional color, just a sprinkle. And that is our card for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And don't forget to like and comment. You can also watch great videos here on Hero Arts YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.